jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas.
Fucking shit! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Welcome everybody to the 23rd episode, man. We've gone through 23 of these. That's amazing. But welcome everybody to the Monday show. As always, I am your host, Troy Everett Loxton. Joining me is the Cheech to my Chong, Raul Rodriguez. How are you doing, man?
And I don't even know the reference.
Come on, you know Cheech and Chong.
I'm really good.
Wait a minute.
That Cheech and Chong, is that like those two dudes that do a lot of pot in the 70s?
Yeah. You don't know? Come on.
I know. But I had a much better week than you.
Hey, that's not true. I saw some good movies.
I went to the Smalldown Live.
Okay,
event,
well.
And I saw Ready Player
Rude.
One at the real headquarters.
Okay, that's true. That's true. You did have a by far a way better week than me. But let's get into that, man. Let's tell me everything about the Schmodown Live, man. That's incredible.
Oh no. Oh my God, I didn't expect it to get that crazy. First, the theater was really good. Nice, comfortable seats, even though it was like an old theater.
Yeah.
Because for me, in an old theater, the most important thing is the seat and my legs, because my legs are really, really long, and I'm like, if my legs are touching the next seat, I'm gonna be uncomfortable for the next hours. And so it was okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then it was the main stage. Then Christian and Mark showed up, and they were telling the rules. Tad Williams was telling the rules that are like, you cannot, if you shout out the answers, we're going to ask you to leave and there will not be any refunds. And then he said, like, get fun, like, make some boos, cheer, like, scream your favorite teams. And then Christian and Mark, they were, like, in a corner with their desk, and on the middle, it was the two decks and the wheel. Mm-hmm. And they made the introduction, and then the real Regis showed up first. The stage was completely dark and only a light focused on them, and they were rapping about winning against the Wildberries.
That's awesome.
Oh, that rap was epic.
Yo, being a huge rap fan myself, I can't wait to watch it and to see how awesome. That's amazing. I like, because I've seen, what's his name? I'm blanking on the dude's name. What's the main guy?
Greg Alba?
Yeah, Greg. I've seen Greg's rap stuff on his channel, so I know he has a sound I don't hate. Like he has good lyrical stuff too. So I'm curious to see. But yeah, continue. So they come out, they diss the Wildberries in a rap song.
And then the Wildberries. Oh my God, Josh! The thing that he started, he said Wildberries, and everyone Wildberries. Like, oh my God, the Wildberries shouting happened like 60 times. And like my voice, I was like, there's so much screaming because every single answer was like, whoa, Wildberries! And no. Like it was so much screaming. And I will not tell you who won because also that's a policy. We cannot say who won.
Okay.
And then the main fight started. JT, his entrance with his belt and all of this to John Roca. And oh my God, Troy, 70% of the audience were All Nation. They went wild on John Roca's entrance.
And you're sitting there just like shaking, just so mad when you see him.
Oh yeah, and the camera, because there was a lot of times the camera catching reactions.
Yeah.
They catch a lot of my reactions when John Roca got answers right, and I'm like, no.
That's amazing.
I was the only one booing him. Like that's how much people love the Outlaw Nation.
That's gonna set up your like your match against him when it happens, dude. Your rivalry. It's gonna be that's incredible.
Yeah, And then also like the post interviews, like seeing all of the audience behind the winners and losers, like it felt like a WWE event.
That's amazing.
Even though I don't watch a lot of them, but I
Yeah.
remember I watched like some moments when I'm in bars, some like in in a hot wings place.
Yeah.
Like I have seen moments, and
Well-
I'm like, this feels like a WWE event.
I've been to a live WWE event when I was little, so that's amazing. And considering the Schmodown is so much like WWE in the sense that it's just like, you know, it's the same kind of personalities, but just with movie trivia. Like, that's just amazing, dude. That's incredible.
No, it was insane. Like, you can ask Janine, like, my voice is still recuperating of all of the screaming that I did. I can barely talk after we got out from the Schmodown thing.
So yeah.
And then we went to a bar. We spent like, there was also a guy, really nice guy. His name is Sonny. He came, Troy, from all the way from Denmark, only to see the Schmodown live.
How far is that? I don't know I don't know my
Denmark
geography.
is by France.
Oh fuck! Wow, that's far.
Yeah, and like, okay, you win.
Yeah, right.
Because I think with Jack, it's a running joke that Jack did when I was traveling all of the conventions like 2 years ago. He said one joke was like, Raul, if you ever go to Chase, he who must not be named to Thailand, you will be the undefeatable #1 fan. And I'm like, Jack, I don't have the money to go to Thailand.
The money to go. Yeah, no. Who has the money to do that in the first place?
Yeah. And so I'm like, wow. Where me and that guy, we talked for hours.
That's awesome.
After that, the next day,
yeah,
I was waking up and I was having breakfast with Janine, and then I received an email from Stardust.
Yeah, I hate you.
Stardust. Yeah, thank you, Stardust. Then I was good. Then inviting me to a Screen on Ready Player One. I'm like, maybe it's like in like a random theater. And then I check, it says Real D headquarters. I'm like, is that kind of private screening? Like in that, like those rooms that only directors go?
Yeah. Kind of when I went to go see The Conjuring 2, when we went to the Warner Brothers lot theater. That's amazing. I hate you.
And I'm like, oh my God. And then he said Ernest Heim was going to be there. I'm like, if Steven Spielberg is there, I'm gonna pee.
Yeah,
like,
no
I will
kidding.
need to buy a diaper before I go.
I would have to.
And then I said to Janine, I was like, hey, do we go? And I'm like, and Janine said, no, it's okay, I can stay more, like, because she was going to leave early. Because Janine lives 3 hours from the city.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so, and then we got invited to another Schmodown taping. And it was Stacy versus RV3.
Ooh.
And the other one was the World's Finest versus Team Trek.
Oh, okay.
It was in Scott Mass.
I don't like you. I can't believe you get to do all this cool stuff as I sit here watching Big Fat Liar.
And then after that, it was already like 4:30, almost 5, and Jenny said, we're gonna make it. And then I checked my traffic thing. I was like, yeah, we'll make it. And like driving through the hills from Burbank, through all the hills, like to get to Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
We got there 5 minutes before, because we needed to get there by 6.
Yeah.
To be early. We got there. We were one of the first ones to get there. It was like a private party first.
Oh my
God.
God.
Like everybody meeting each other. And I met Christine from Stardust. She's always the girl that sends me what movies we need to react every week.
Yeah.
And like she knew who I was. And like, okay.
Oh my God. Can we get a sponsorship?
What?
Can Stardust sponsor the Monday show? That would be amazing. Fuck Movie Pass.
That would be cool.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
And then the guy that sent me the email, his name was, oh, I forgot, James. He saw, I was like, oh, you're Raul. And I really like your reactions. And I'm like,
Oh my
okay.
God.
And like, he knew who I was. And then Christine said, oh my God, you need to meet this guy. He's the one that showed us your reactions. He's one of the first ones that discovered you. And I'm like, who the hell? I was like, what? And I'm like, I'm famous here? And I'm like, and then
Wow.
we went to the screening. It was like a beautiful theater, really small theater, like 40 people. There were the guys from New Rockstars. You saw the photos on Twitter.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah.
Steve Zaragoza was there.
Oh my
Tony
God.
Revolori.
Oh my God.
Black Nerd was there.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Ernest Cline made the introduction to the film. He stayed watching the movie. After the movie was finished, he left. And then everybody was reacting to the movie. There was a recreation of one of the stacks from Ready Player One. And after that, that guy Nick met me and he hugged me that he likes my reaction. And like, and also you do a lot of reactions every Sunday. Why do you do like every day? And I'm like, Sunday is the only day that I can do the students' reactions. It's the only day that I can. So that's why I binge react to Stardust.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh no, and also, and he was with a microphone. Do you want to say something about the film? So I did my review. It was like 2 minutes long of Ready Player One. So I don't know if they're gonna make a commercial or something,
Oh my
but
God.
I recorded a very beautiful review about Ready Player One for Stardust.
All right, guys, welcome to the last episode of the Monday show. I'm getting a new co-host. No, that's amazing, man. I'm so happy that you got to experience all that. I couldn't imagine. Like, that's... And like, for people wondering, we're going to actually record a separate review for Ready Player One that will be on the channel later today. And Raul, you'll give all your thoughts and let me know if I should see it or not. Or should people see this?
You definitely should see it.
Okay. Oh, man, that's amazing.
That's a preview.
Wow. So yeah, why don't we get into the very first segment then? There's no place like the cinema. Let's get into some of the movies that we saw this week, dude. The first one up is Tomb Raider. Now, I think we had a very similar experience when we saw this film. In the sense that I don't think we both can technically review this film.
No, I think that I can review it because I think I saw like 60% of it.
Yeah, I saw 20. Yeah, I fell asleep.
Yeah, me too.
I should have got a coffee, but I didn't. I liked. Honestly, like, I liked what I saw. I thought she was cool. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it again. Definitely. I'm definitely gonna go see it.
With me, she felt so much like the video game. She made the signal. She's like, like every time that she wanted to get someplace and then she got hit.
Yeah.
When she got stabbed, like, and like was like, wow, Alicia Vikander, she's doing the whole thing. I was like, damn. And for me, I think that my brain knew when to sleep and when to wake up because I only saw the action scenes.
Well, that's good then. Because I know the action looked awesome.
I think that I don't remember because I'm not a gamer. I saw my sister playing that reboot game a lot.
Yeah.
This is a plot point that I don't remember. Sorry, spoiler alert. I don't remember from the game that the father was alive.
I don't know. I haven't played the games. Like I've seen them.
I don't know if that was the thing for the movie or that's a thing from the game.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But
I don't know how the Chinese guy got away and how he got back to the island, even though that's also from the game because the Chinese guy rescued Tomb Raider and the game rescued Lara.
Huh?
another thing. Sorry, I'm spoiling the whole thing, but for
That's
me,
fine.
the movie is not worth it.
Okay.
That plot twist at the end that the old lady, she's technically Trinity. That's a thing that I'm sure that wasn't in the game, and that was very predictable. That the old lady was doing everything from behind her back.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've grown up knowing Tomb Raider and seeing like the character. I think I've seen the first Tomb Raider movie with Jolie and Daniel Craig, but I don't know the games. I played maybe like a level or two here and there, but I'm curious. So you're pretty much saying it's just another typical video game movie.
Well, at least it's not that bad.
Well, okay, because I didn't get to his part, and I'm ashamed, but how was Walton Goggins? Because he's one of my favorite actors working today.
He was very standard villain. And I didn't saw a lot of Walton Goggins also. Like, the only scene what I saw with Walton Goggins was the final scene.
Okay.
I didn't saw how he discovered Lara and the island. But that's the thing that I remember from the game. I remember that the bad guy in the game was already in the island for years, searching for that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think that it was the same exposition, because on the end, when I was like, I spent here a lot of years like trying to find this thing, and like they have like a discussion, Lara and him, in their final battle. And I'm like, I will give it a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
It's definitely a movie pass. It's a Netflix movie.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't see it as worth it to see it on theater. And like, this is how much I think that this movie didn't make money. I was on the biggest screen, one of the biggest screens here in LA, the premiere cinema in the Regal. Like 600 people can fit in that screening, in that theater. There was only like 10 people.
Oh my god. 600?
Yep.
Holy crap. Okay.
That premiere cinema is made like another auditorium feel. It has like a balcony and like a big. It feels like you're inside of an old theater.
Wow. Yeah, I've never been to the
screen is really big as screen, almost IMAX level.
Huh? That's sad. I don't know. From what I've seen, I liked her performance from the beginning of the movie. So yeah, I was kind of interested, but now knowing that it just turns up to be like a typical, predictable plot. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait to see it on like cheap day or something.
Yeah, like for me, it wasn't worth it.
Okay. Well, let's get into the next movie then, because this is the one that we debated about last episode. You have to let me know, how was Love, Simon?
Oh, the movie, yeah, you bastard, you didn't want it to see?
I don't want to see it, no, but so unless you convince me, this is your shot.
Okay. Love, Simon is a story about this guy. His name is Simon. He's always has been the perfect guy. He's always been the guy that has cool friends. He's very cool. He's not very popular in high school, but he's okay with it. He has a good relationship with his parents. Blah, blah, blah. Then he, like, the movie starts exactly like in the trailer. He says he has a big secret. Like, he's gay. But he doesn't want to reveal to the world yet because he's not ready.
Exactly. And I know that's a very, like, personal thing. You have to, people have to definitely do it in the time that they want.
Yeah. And so that's the main plot from the whole movie, when he's going to make his decision. But at the same time, the girl from 13 Reasons Why is her best friend. Is his best friend. And then she's like, hey, do you show this post in Craig's Secrets? It's a blog that everybody follows from the town. And he posts anonymously secrets about everyone. It's like Gossip Girl.
Okay, yeah.
But without the texting. And so he goes to that website and says a post from someone that says, I always feel like I'm on a Ferris wheel. I'm always on the top, and sometimes I feel like I'm going down, and I want to reveal to the world that I'm gay, but I'm not ready. And so Simon creates a fake email to talk to this guy. And that's how the main plot starts, because he starts messaging this guy. His name, he's Blue. And so Simon puts out a fake name. His name is Jock. And so they're always talking like, oh my, I know that you're not ready, but I think you should have the value to do it. And then also he gives also advice to him, to Simon. And so they start to make a relationship on the email, but they don't know who they are. And the whole story moves around of Simon going to different guys, thinking that maybe that guy is Blue. At the same time, Simon is getting more courage to reveal himself. But then there's a guy. This is already, all of this that I'm telling is not even a spoiler. It happens in the first 10-15 minutes of the movie.
Okay, cool.
There's a guy. He's always the nerdy guy, the guy that loves film and magic. He wants to be with the girl from X-Men, with Storm, that girl from Tragedy Girls. Is one of the main. Is one of the best friends of Simon.
Oh, that's cool then. I like her.
But that girl wants to be with the other friend of Simon, that guy that looks like Cristiano Ronaldo with the curly hair.
Oh yeah.
And so Simon left his emails open in the school PC, in the school's computer. That guy prints all of the emails and takes snapshots of all of the emails. Says, hey, if you don't make me date with that girl, with your friend, I'm gonna leak these emails to Craig's Secrets.
Wow. Okay.
And it's really, really hard drama, because Simon has to destroy the friendship of all of their friends to keep that life for that guy to enter their group and to date that girl from Tragedy Girls. And at the same time, everything that's happening, Simon meets guy after guy. It is not Blue. And I will not tell you anything else, because you know maybe how the story is going to play out. I already gave you all of the setup.
I mean, okay.
It's very heartwarming.
That sounds interesting.
I felt sad. I was laughing. I didn't cry, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Wow, okay. Awesome. Well, I'll see it then. You've sold me. I thought it was going to be very, like, I like that idea of, like,
and also, in my screening, even though I didn't want it to ask him for I'm not even greeted the person that I'm going to say, because I have a feeling that there's one of those guys that they're not very good with their fans. But Chris Rock was 3 rows behind me.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I have a feeling that Chris Rock is one of those famous people that don't want to meet fans.
Wow.
So that's why I didn't even greet him.
You saw I Love Simon with Chris Rock.
And Chris Rock loved it. He was clapping in moments that you needed to clap. He was laughing. It has Chris Rock's seal of approval.
Well, you've heard it here first. You've heard it here first. An exclusive Chris Rock review of I Love Simon on the Monday show. That's amazing. Oh my God. I envy that.
And talking about new releases, Love Simon was the much better film, the most enjoyable one.
Okay.
The movie because when I saw Love Simon, I almost didn't sleep for 2 days because of all of the things that have happened that I already told. And I stayed awake throughout the whole film. That's how much I Love Simon.
Yeah. Wow. All right. I'll get my tickets.
It didn't get me bored. It had great characters, great drama. I loved it.
Okay. What's your score?
I will give it a 9 because I have a little nitpick with the ending.
Okay.
But I would not give it because it's a big spoiler, the ending.
Okay, sweet.
I thought that the movie was going to be in a more hard drama way. It went in like a really tight little bow happy ending. Like, all of the setup, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be like a different romantic comedy. But it was a really standard romantic comedy, but now with gay characters. And also the thing that I really like for Love, Simon, it didn't need it to be flashy.
That's
Like,
good.
talking
Yeah.
about gay characters, and he didn't need it to be in drag. He didn't need it to be in being in a female setup, being really girly. No. He was a male gay character that he's not flashy, but he's gay. And that's a thing that I really like from the film. That he didn't need it to be in all of those things that I already said.
And I think that's the reason I was skeptical in seeing it, right? Like, I was just like, this is going to be another one, it's just going to be another one of these kind of movies, but you've sold me on this dramatic comedy that, and I know how, and like I said, this movie is very important to come out now because of I'd love seeing the orient, like different you know what I'm saying. I love supporting this kind of stuff, so I'm gonna get my tickets for sure, and that's awesome.
And also, and I even said to my reaction, a thing that I forgot to say, congratulations to Greg Berlanti.
Yeah.
I think this is his directional debut.
Yeah, for film.
Very well directed, very well managed the actors, especially for teen actors. Like, you can see his experience of doing all of he's the showrunner of Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, The Flash, Blind Lightning, Riverdale.
Wow.
You're seeing all of the things that he has learned. You see it right there
Okay.
in the film.
That's awesome.
And also, it has some really good Trump jokes. That's a thing that I didn't expect it. And the movie was great.
Awesome. Well, why don't we get now? This is the next film here.
I will give it a 9.
A 9?
I already said, right?
Yeah. I'm curious about the next one because I had no expectations for it. I never saw it. How was Hurricane Heist?
Wow. Sorry, Fast and Furious, but Hurricane Heist, I got more fun of it.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that Hurricane Heist is like a masterpiece. Hurricane Heist is a movie that you will really love when you're like watching Netflix. It's a movie that is very predictable, but the action scenes, Troy, are so damn good.
Wow. Okay.
It has some really cool special effects. There were also a lot of there was not a lot of CGI. There was a lot of practical effects. The acting was very meh. They were not really good at it, but you enjoy it so much because it was really cheesy.
Wow.
It felt like a 90s action film.
Well,
Imagine all of the 90s action films had sex with Twister. That's Hurricane
Oh my
Heist.
god. I wanted to ask, compared to like Geostorm last year, where does it rank with that?
Oh, no, don't do this to me.
Hey, I have to know because
no,
it sounds like it's going to be very similar.
Geostorm is better. Geostorm has something really special.
Yeah,
It
Gerard Butler.
had Eugenio Derbez.
Yeah.
And so here there's no Eugenio Derbez, even though there's a Mexican character, but he was a FBI agent, and it's not the same.
Okay. That's
and-
amazing. I thought this movie was going to honestly be shit, and I mean, considering it's going to be a fun, entertaining Netflix watch, I say that's awesome.
Yeah, like, even though, like, thank you, Movie Pass, but I would have never paid to see that movie. Like, this would have been a really, like I said, a really good, cool Netflix watch,
Yeah.
or cable watch,
Wow.
or a movie that you buy for $5
Okay.
on DVD.
Yeah. That's awesome. So what was the...
I
yeah.
will give it a 6 out of 10.
Cool. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm shocked. I'll see that one too. I'll wait though. I won't pay. Like, I'll wait for it to come on Netflix or a streaming service.
Also, I'm impressed. I don't know if that theater where I went to, they up the volume or it was the format of the movie, but all of the action scenes have really great sound. You can feel the twister and the destruction of it.
Well,
It was some really good sound effects.
So wow. Well, and I love Twister. That's one of my favorites. So that's I like movies like this. So that's awesome. Cool. Well,
And even though, like, I heard that the original director of the first Fast and Furious was the one that he directed this one, and I'm like, yeah, this movie is really good, especially because it doesn't have a boring Vin Diesel on it.
Vin Diesel. Yeah, that man.
Vin Diesel, he's another on my list. The people that I don't like.
Really? Well, The Rock.
Yep.
So it's The Rock and Vin Diesel right now. Is that the only two that we have so far?
There's some more.
Stay tuned. No, dude, it was cool. I got to catch up on the movies that the only one this week that I never got to saw was Gringo. I'm gonna wait.
I don't like Hilary Swank at all.
Oh, you know, yeah, she's an odd duck too. But dude, I want to talk about it. I saw The Strangers, Pray at Night.
Oh, tell me, what do you think about Gringo?
No, that was the one I didn't see. Out of all of the
crap.
movies I caught up on. So that was the only one that I still have to see from my list. But The Strangers, Pray at Night. This movie was fun.
I told you it was fun.
It's fun. I wanted it to be a little bit different. Because, so like we said last episode, so you know how the very beginning, how they're in the car and they're coming through the trailer park?
Yeah.
That literally opens up right from the ending of the first one. So they could be watched back to back, and it's like the same story.
Really?
Yes, yeah. Because it opens up the exact same way. I appreciated the ending being different than the first movie, but I still felt like they are the same. You know, you get the exact same kind of story. I appreciated in the new movie how the main family definitely, like, they didn't just stay in the trailer park, like in the trailer home, like they were out and about. I think that was awesome. That made use of that set very well, because it was creepy and there was a lot of like dead space of just grass and like emptiness.
Yep.
That was like just really unsettling, because a lot of the times if you're just looking in the background of scenes, like in the trees and like the very
that's the thing
mid-ground
that
and
I
stuff.
like the most.
Setup. I love the music. This was very much an 80s styled film, unlike the first one. Yeah, I love the music. I like I said, I'm curious to see, because they do leave it at the end open for maybe a sequel. So I'm curious to see if they will do that. But I gave The Strangers Pray at Night a 7. I really, really enjoyed it.
Good.
So I saw that. Now, here's what's the exciting thing. The next movie I saw, Thoroughbreds.
Oh.
I absolutely love this movie. I gave it, I'm going to start off, I gave it an 8, so I liked it better than Strangers. This movie's so weird. It's unique. I don't remember who directed it, but I know he's a first-time director, Corey Finley.
Yeah.
His style and, like, how he held the camera and the shots he composed were beautiful. That's the one thing with this film. I loved how it was crafted. The scenes and how they held. There's the one scene, I won't go into spoilers because I think people should go see this movie. I think it's really, really good. But there's the one scene, Raul, where, you know, when she comes down the stairs and comes and just holds the one girl on the couch?
Yeah.
That scene, like, it was so, like, just hard, like, beautifully crafted and hard to watch with what happened throughout the movie. But yeah, the things that I kind of want to say are kind of spoiler related, so I won't really go into it. But I will say I love the dynamic between the two characters, because you had one character who started off one way, and and Anya Taylor-Joy's character who started off one way, and at the end of the movie, both of those characters totally switched and they became the other person. And I thought that was interesting because being the popular girl Anya Taylor-Joy was, and like the odd, girl that the girl from Ready Player One. I thought their character arcs and how they related to each other was beautiful. So yeah, I gave this an 8. I thought it was a very, very good film. I know you didn't like it as much, but
no, sorry. I didn't like it. Like all of the things that you said, I like. Like I said, I like the direction. I like the actresses. But for me, the story was very predictable. I didn't like the characters' choices. That's why I didn't like it as much.
Yeah, I thought it was very much. It felt real. It felt very real. Like I was like I could see this happening like in real life. Also I should mention Anton Yelchin. Oh my god, hard. It was hard to watch, honestly, because that dude is just incredible. His performance in this was beautiful, and I love the ending. The speech that Anya Taylor-Joy has with him in the outside that one restaurant was beautiful. But yeah, I'll later down the line I'll get into like more spoilers and stuff. But as of right now, it's one of those movies I don't really want to talk about. People just go see it. An experience, and yeah, I loved it a lot. So I watched that. I caught up on. Here's another one that you're gonna hate me for, Raul. I took my sister to go see A Wrinkle in Time.
Oh no.
Okay, let's do this, man. I don't get it. What's the problem with this movie? This movie is great. I rated this. I rated it the same as The Strangers. I gave it a 7 out of 10. This movie's fantastic. The kids were great. The performances were great. Chris Pine, oh my god, Chris Pine's emotional arc in this film is so good. I think people are on crack when they say that the main like the main witches and stuff, people said they're not really in the movie. They're literally in like maybe like 60% of this film.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They carry through the entire film till like the third act. They're in the movie, and then they show up at the end.
By the half of the film.
I just think they were in, like, I didn't, when I walked out, I'm like, those people, they were in the movie. Like, I didn't think they weren't in the movie that much. If anything, Chris Pine, he wasn't in the movie really that much. The other, right? Like, I don't know. I thought this movie was great. I loved the main girl too. The one standout for me, I loved the white kid. I thought he did a really, really good job. Oprah Winfrey, she was great. The standout though also was what's her name? Not Mindy Kaling, the other one. What's her name?
Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah, she was great. I loved her character. She was so she reminded me of like a kindergarten teacher. She was cool, and I liked the Outcast reference when Mindy Kaling, because she can only talk in like other people's lyrics or quotes. I liked that. Yeah, man, I thought this movie was fun, and the visual effects were great. Like when they go into the one different planet, like with the one leaf-looking lettuce flying machine, that that Reese Witherspoon turns into. Yeah, I thought that looked awesome. The ending, sure, this movie is very much okay. This girl has a problem. She needs to find her dad. She goes on the adventure. She finds her dad, and they go home. That's all this movie is, and I thought it was fine. I thought it was a good. Hell, I even tweeted about it. I thought I had a more entertaining time with this than I did with Beauty and the Beast and Jungle Book, Cinderella. I think this is one of Disney's best, and considering it has a 4 or whatever it is on IMDb, I think that's a sin. I think this movie is way better than that, and I don't see why people didn't like it.
Nope.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. So yeah, I gave it a 7. Yeah, I don't know, man. And that main Mexican dude, the kid, I thought he was good. I didn't hate his voice or any of that. So
he was Mexican.
Or what was like that main kid? What's his name?
I thought he was Canadian.
Is he? I don't know. Let me see. Is he? Derek McCabe. I don't know what he is. I thought he was Mexican. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look it up though. But no, so like, yeah, I don't know. Do you? Let's see. Derek. Oh, maybe he is. Yeah, it doesn't say, so I don't know. But yeah. Other than that, I like that movie. I did get to catch up on a couple old films, so I'll kind of just run them down quick. I did get to rewatch From Dusk Till Dawn, as I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast. Have you seen this?
No.
No, you should watch it. George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino. And it's about vampires. It's the effects are done by Tom Savini and Greg Nicotero, two of the best effects guys ever. Harvey Keitel is in it. He plays a dad who's taking his kids out on like a summer trip, I think it was, or whatever. But this movie was great. I loved it. I'm surprised you didn't see it though. You should watch it. It's one of Tarantino's best things he's ever done. His performance is so chaotic and crazy. It's awesome. So yeah, I watched that. I watched the new Ricky Gervais stand-up special, Humanity, that just came out on Netflix.
How was it?
It was. I mean, I love Ricky Gervais, so it's offensive. He goes in about Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner, and he goes in about having kids and like abortion, and it's just like it's Ricky Gervais at his best, and I loved it. And I know you like Ricky Gervais, right? So
yeah, I liked it, but I have never seen his stand-up.
Yeah, you should watch this one. It's funny. He goes into saying why he doesn't want to have kids, and he's pretty much saying that because he's so rich, his kids are gonna grow up so greedy and and like die of drugs at like 15. And like like a typical celebrity child would. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I watched that. And the only other two movies that I caught up on were I rewatched Big Fat Liar. I watched it with my sister. I love this movie. Big Fat Liar is incredible.
My favorite scene is when they are in the Universal lot.
Oh my god. My only nitpick with that movie is there's that one scene when they are going through the lot and everyone is in different costumes and it's like so different. That is so not accurate. Unless the movie they were filming is so bizarre and has all those different characters. Usually it would all be very one, it didn't. It's like, although it would have had to been like 9 or 8 movies filming on that lot at the same time in that place. So I don't know. I love that movie though. Agent Cody Banks is also good. Because that's the one you mentioned too, right?
Which one?
Agent Cody Banks.
Oh, I like those. I like the first one even better than the second one, but I like them both.
Yeah, no, I love, yeah, they're great. Amanda Bynes is a bitch as always, but...
Hey, I like Amanda Bynes.
But she plays that, like, preppy, high school, like, student. Yeah, I don't know. I had a crush on her when I was a kid, though.
Oh, another person on my list talking about Agent Cody Banks. I hate Hilary Duff.
You don't like, what was that show she had?
Lizzie McGuire, I hated that show.
I watched that when I was a kid.
Oh, of course you did.
I watched all those shows. Yeah, she's kind of, she does nothing now, though, Hilary Duff. Like, what does she do?
Yeah, that bitch.
And yeah, the last movie I got to watch was...
Hilary Duff destroyed Lindsay Lohan. I have a really conspiracy theory that Hilary Duff started everything.
She like, gave Lindsay, she gave her all the drugs.
Oh, no. She fat-shamed Lindsay, and then she gave all of the drugs.
Ooh.
That's my theory.
It was an emotional trauma that she got. But no, yeah, and the last movie I saw was The Book of Life. And this movie was great. I had never seen it before, and I loved it. I thought the animation was great. I loved the story. The cast was great. I thought it was really, really good.
Cool.
But yeah, those were the movies that I cut up on. Why don't we jump into the next section? We're going to do a very mini version of recaps and rants with Raul Rodriguez, or the alternate title.
Troy doesn't see anything.
Troy doesn't watch any television. Let's get into this week's episodes of Will and Grace and How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, Will and Grace this was a really weird but funny episode. The setup is that Karen, Karen always supports Trump. And so she goes to a bakery shop and she wants to buy a cake that says "Make America Great Again." So the girl in the cake shop, in the bakery, says, "I will not make you that cake. I do not stand with Donald Trump. I don't want to do that." And then Karen says, like, "Oh, you're refusing me service," and like she makes a whole funny, like, you can't refuse me service because of your opinions. And so Grace, she receives a call from Karen, but Grace still, even though she doesn't stand with Karen's opinions, she still goes to defend her. They're like, "I know that she's doing a horrible thing and she's supporting a horrible man, because also Karen needs that cake because she's gonna do a birthday party for Donald Trump."
Okay.
Yeah. And so she's Grace goes and she's like, "I know that she's doing something wrong, but imagine you're also being a hypocrite because you're not accepting her opinion, even though like she's saying, I know that she's horrible." And then there's a lot of people who say, "But Trump hates Latinos," and then Trump also hates disabled people. Trump hates this. Trump hates that. Like, I know. Grace is like, "I'm with you, and I'm with her. I voted for Hillary in a pantsuit. I cried when he won." And Karen like, "I cried so much because I was so happy." And I'm like, and Grace was like, "You're not helping." and then, and the other storyline is that Will goes back to an ex-boyfriend, and that Jack says, "But I think that guy is taking advantage of you. Like, you're moving things very quickly, and I have a feeling that maybe he's only using you for your money." And the other guy says, says to Will, "I have a feeling that Jack always has been in love with you because we broke up because of him 15 years ago." And so he says to Jack, "Do you love me?" I was like, "Oh, no, I have never loved you, Will. You're my best friend. Never." And says Will, "Not even once? Not even that time in college?" I was like, "Nope, I have never loved you. And I never will. You're my best friend." And like, he comforts Will at the end. But then going back to the case storyline, because the Will and Jack, it was more dramatic story. The main focus and the main just was with Karen and Grace with that cake. And so they go back to the cake shop. The girl agrees to do the cake. When she shows the cake, I didn't imagine that was really cool joke. It says MAGA, like make America great again, but she added an I and a Y. So it says, "I am gay."
That's cool.
And I'm like, wow, I never thought of that. When I was seeing that joke, I was like, wow. And even Grace says, that's really smart. I liked it. And Karen's like, "No, take those layers off." And then at the end, she made the correct cake. But Grace started a trend with that bakery that now any kind of horrible person can go and ask for a cake. And so when she goes back to the correct cake, there's a guy really handsome. She's like, "Oh, wow!" Like, she sees him, and then he says to the girl, "Hey, the swastika is really bad written. Can you please turn it up to the right?" and then she gives like a smile to Grace, and Grace says, "Well, the handsome dudes are gay or Nazis." And that was the episode.
That's cool.
And How to Get Away with Murder. Oh my god! I'm gonna go to a spoiler.
Okay.
This is a whole thing from season 2. On season 2, we focus a lot on flashbacks of when Annalise had a son, but her son died at childbirth. So the whole main storyline in season 2, everybody thought that Wes, the guy from Harry Potter, was her son. But at the end, it wasn't, because they clarified that Annalise met Wes. Wes was like 8-9 years old when she was pregnant of her child.
Okay.
So when she lost the baby, she followed Wes growing up because Wes was homeless, but she can never adopt him. And so she always was she always was like Snape, watching her from afar. That was a whole thing that they clarified throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
And so now, this whole episode, they put Laurel's father behind bars. Asher already broke up with Michaela because Michaela had a sex with the dude from Scandal in the crossover. Oliver and Connor, they're already planning their wedding. And the cliffhanger is that finally Laura has her child back, and the child was Wes's child. And so she's comforting the baby, reminding herself of the baby that she lost. And then we see Frank. Frank is the hitman of all of the group, and he's already signing up to go back to college. But then he hears a voice, a guy named Gideon. This kid is he's half black, half white, because Annalise's husband was white.
I thought you were gonna say it was a Gravity Falls cameo.
I also thought the same. And that guy, ooh, damn! I was like, wow, that guy, he's gonna get famous because he was hot. And he says, my name is Gideon. I forgot the last name. And Frank, he sees the kid. I was like, he can be. And he makes a phone call, and it's like, we need to do something. The kid is back. And that was the cliffhanger. I was like, oh my God, the kid is alive?
Whoa.
Because that's the other thing. In season 2, Annalise lost the baby because she was in a car crash. And that's why the baby was born dead.
Oh, okay.
The car crash was caused by Frank. That's why Frank stayed working with Annalise, because he felt guilty because he killed her son.
Yeah.
So it's starting a lot of new questions. Number one, the kid is signing up for college. So this kid has to be like 17 or 18. Through the timeline, they explain when Wes and everybody else, the main cast, got into the Annalise's class, already had passed like 10, 11 years when she lost the baby. It's making a really horrible timeline plot hole. Because if this kid is already 18, I don't know if the writers are doing this again, like maybe this is Annalise's child, or it's another child from another character, but making us believe it's Annalise's kid again.
Huh.
Because it creates a big plot hole, because timeline-wise, that kid should have been like 12 years old instead of being 17. Or they're going to do a flash forward. Maybe they're going to do like a time jump, like 5 years later or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious, though, because wow, that's a cool cliffhanger, though.
Yeah, and so that's my little thing with that. I was like, what's gonna happen?
Well, wow, yeah. Well, why don't we get into the very last segment then of today, and that's what's opening this week. Man, we have some like insane films coming out this week. I'm stoked.
Tell me.
Okay, so I'm just gonna bring up the list here for the one, because I want to know what the plot is to tell you. But starting right off the bat, we have Pacific Rim Uprising. I am stoked for this. I saw the one trailer, and I think my trailer reaction is, I think I recorded it. I am so excited for this. I'm gonna watch Del Toro's version before seeing this one because I haven't seen that in a while and I want to. But man, I'm excited. So what out of 10, what's your excitement for Pacific Rim Uprising? I'm at like a 9. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. My internet cut out, so we are midway changing it up. I have Raul on my telephone. Let's go back into it. Pacific Rim Uprising, out of 10, what's your excitement? I said I was at like a 9.
I'm also like a 9.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Pacific Rim, man.
Just because Guillermo is not directing.
Yeah, I am kind of sad about that, to be honest. I think, I still think it's going to be good, though. Like, John Boyega, I think he's going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah, John Boyega, Charlie Day.
Scott Eastwood's in it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So then, the next film that's coming out this week, and another one I'm super excited for, Isle of Dogs, the new Wes Anderson film.
Oh, it's coming out this weekend.
Yeah, which is insane. So that has Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, the typical Wes Anderson gang. And it's set in Japan, and it follows a boy trying to search for his dog. So yeah, I'm excited.
My excitement for that is like a 7.
Okay.
I'm not a big of Wes Anderson fan. I haven't seen a lot of his films.
You should watch them. They're good. I really like Wes Anderson. I'm excited for this. I don't know. I've always had a problem with these kind of puppets because they're always just really creepy to me. Like they're really
you're not
creepy.
a fan of stop motion.
I love it. No. It's incredible. It's one of my favorite things ever, and I want to make a stop motion movie one day. But they always just look so creepy to me. Any stop motion movie.
Okay.
I don't know. Something about puppets and clay and stuff moving is just weird. Because it looks so good.
The movie that I'm excited to see this weekend is Unsane.
Yeah, that's
have
the
you
one.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, this is
Steven Soderbergh shot it with an iPhone.
Yeah, that's the next one I actually had on my list. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it is. So I don't want to get into the plot. I don't know if you know anything about it. But this is incredible. Like another iPhone. Did you ever see Tangerine when it came out?
No, I need to see that one. I haven't seen it yet.
I think it's on Netflix. So you should check it out. But that was also one of the first movies done on an iPhone. So giving it to this movie just proves that any person in this world can make a movie with their phone. Like that's just insane. So that's cool. Is this coming out like wide or is it just limited?
That's the thing that I don't know.
Or can you only watch it on iPhones?
No, it's gonna be in theaters.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm curious. I have like an 8. That's my excitement level because I'm like this curious. Like I'm curious about it.
No, my excitement for that one is a 10 because I saw the trailer for it like 2 weeks ago. I was like, looks like my kind of movie, like really crazy, twisted.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Full of twists. I was like, yes.
Yeah, I've stayed away from all the trailers or, like I said, anything about it. So I'm gonna go in completely blind, and I'm quite excited. So then the next film, this movie I don't give a shit about. Sherlock Gnomes. I've seen this trailer so much when I go to the movie theaters. And I just don't care. The scene with the gnome dancing with his ass, I don't need it. I'm not seeing it.
I want to see because I want to know how bad it's gonna be.
I just can't justify paying money for it.
My favorite joke, he's like, we need to get to that place. And that guy says, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. But Johnny Depp's in it, and I don't really like Johnny Depp.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to see it. But talking about movies that I don't know if you know about, there is a film coming out this week that's only limited, so you're going to be able to see it, but I won't. It's called Izzy Gets the Fuck Across Town. Have you heard of this?
What is the name again?
Izzy Gets the Fuck Across Town.
No, I have never heard of it.
Okay, so it's about a woman at rock bottom, and she must find her way across Los Angeles in order to crash her ex-boyfriend's engagement party. Very simple plot. But it stars Mackenzie Davis from Blade Runner 2049, Lakeith Stanfield from that new movie coming out, the telemarketer one, Haley Joel Osment's in it, Annie Potts from Ghostbusters is in it, and Alia Shawkat, who's another really cool Disney actress who was in like Arrested Development and Whip It, the To-Do List. This movie looks fascinating to me, and I love the cast. So this one I'm curious about. And that dude from Atlanta that's in that telemarketer one, Lakeith, he looks incredible. So.
Yeah, that movie, I don't know if we talked about it last week, like, that guy from Get Out, that trailer.
Yeah, that guy, yes, yeah.
I really like that movie, also looks really good.
And another one coming out this week is a movie, which is called I Killed Giants. Now, this movie stars Zoe Saldana and Imogen Poots. I think that's her name. And this one's about a girl struggling through life by escaping into a fantasy life of magic and monsters. And I mention it because it's from the producers, I think, of Harry Potter. And it looks very fascinating. It looks like a cool little fantasy movie.
Interesting.
So out of all of those then, I'm super excited for Pacific Rim Uprising. I'm going to probably do a double feature of Pacific Rim and Isle of Dogs. So that's going to be my week. But I'm excited. How about you? Are you going to try to catch all of these movies with Movie Pass?
I'm going to see, thank you, Movie Pass. I'm going to see Pacific Rim, Isle of Dogs, Sherlock Gnomes, and Unseen.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited. But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone. I hate the internet, so it's funny. I think this is one of the first episodes where we had to do it by phone call, so that's cool. But yeah, what's going on with you this week? Anything you want to plug? I know we just had the newest episode of Vinyl on the channel, and we had a couple of your Schmodown reactions. So please check that out. We talked about Immortal Technique on my
check
podcast.
Vinyl. I really like the sarcastic snarkiness of your co-host.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Austin. Austin is he's crazy.
Also, Vinyl, he is the R-rated show because there's a lot of cussing in those two episodes.
Yeah. When me and Austin get together, it becomes no holds barred. We have to edit a bunch of it.
Oh, wow.
I will say, it is one of those podcasts where I have to listen to it and edit some of the parts out because I'm like, I don't know if we could put this on the line. So you should watch it if that intrigues you because it does get pretty crazy. But yeah, other than that.
Yeah, and also people that haven't seen the Schmodown yet, please support the Schmodown.
Yeah, their Patreon. Go support
it's
them.
Really good. And you can follow me at RollBaderRDC on Instagram and on Twitter. And please follow me on Taurus. I need more followers.
Hell, yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, well, let's try to do it. Let's try to do it more weekly, and daily and stuff, and try to get a sponsorship from them because that would be fantastic. And I love Stardust, so if we can incorporate that with the podcast, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, and I'm really heartbroken that Troy already gave up on Movie Pass.
Well, until it comes here, once I can do it, I'll be very, very happy. But until then.
Yeah, and so you can follow Troy Luxon on Instagram and Twitter also.
Yeah,
and I also
look at my name.
And also, you're also on Stardust, right?
Yeah, I'm on Stardust. At Troy, I think, or Troy. Go to my Twitter. Everything's on my Twitter. You can check that out at Troy Luxon. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to the 23rd episode of the Monday Show. Peace out.